The IEBC appears to be back to its usual ways of kupanga namna hii. And the reason I say this is the fact that just a few days to the Olkalau by-elections, the IEBC server has gone down. And here's their excuse. Public notice, date 7th July 2026, routine upgrade of Commission ICT systems. The Commission wishes to inform stakeholders and members of the public that we are currently undertaking a routine upgrade of our ICT systems to enhance reliability, security, and performance of our services. Consequently, this exercise will temporarily affect public voter search services available through verify.iebc.co.ke, voter transfers, and change of particulars. However, the ongoing voter registration at the 290 constituency offices, Huduma centers, and customer experience centers at Anniversary Towers in Nairobi will continue uninterrupted. The Commission will communicate once the exercise is complete. We thank you for your understanding. There's a perfectly good reason why Kenyans don't trust the IEBC, and it's the lack of transparency. And they're not doing anything to help their case. Literally, they made 0 announcements about server upgrades. They only made an announcement after Kenyans raised hell online when they discovered, oh, I'm registered in Olkalau, but I can't find my details. I've changed from this polling station to the other, but I can't find my details. Why is this website down? That is when they issued an explainer. Prior to that, silence. Anywho, be that as it may, in this video I want us to look into some of the reasons why the IEBC systems went down. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. The first reason for IEBC servers going down before elections is usually to engage in rigging. For instance, just before the Mbeere North by-elections, there was server downtime. Again, in Olkalau, moments after collecting people's IDs through dubious means, we are now in a server blackout. This blackout is created to enable some malevolent individuals to prepare a cheat sheet and store it in the server. So that on election day, in case they are losing by 4,000 votes, they just press a few buttons here and there, and the votes magically change. And for those who missed yesterday's episode, this is how they've been collecting ID cards in Olkalau. All those purple gas cylinders you've seen people with in Olkalau, they had to fill this form first. At the top, there is your name, your ID, and your phone number. Then your gender, and whether you're a person with disability. Then now they want to know your constituency, your ward, and your market center, which also can provide them with your polling station. Can you see what this is? This is not them innocently giving out gas. They are collecting people's ID cards. Na hata ukinyimana ID useme nitawapea kila kitu, sitawapea ID. Your phone number can help them track you on eCitizen and get all this information. Jina watakupata, ID even better watakupata vizuri, phone number just as good. If you filled any of those 3, you are cooked. Hata huyu mwenye amejaza hii ni mjanja, amewapea tu information ya hapo chini, huku juu hajapeana kitu. But how many are as smart as this person? Kuna mtu akiona gas anafurahia, anaacha kupika na kuni, anaenda anajaza kila kitu. So all those ID cards is what they were updating. Otherwise, why were they hiding? Mbona wanangoja tutete ndo watuambie why the server is down? ... Number 2, if we are to deal with this menace of IEBC and vifaranga via computer, then we need new laws to force the IEBC to update us monthly on the number of registered voters, region by region. So that ukiamka siku moja mtuambie Bungoma has 1 million registered voters, then over 1 month suddenly it is 2.8 million voters, will be on to you. It will be hard to inflate numbers overnight, as is happening now. Let's have a look at this tweet. This is from Chris Mongoma, and it reads, "We want a report of registered voters on the roll at least at the end of every month, broken down in constituencies and counties. The transparency and accountability will help in public trust. Otherwise, if you continue taking this lightly, tutatuma Okiya Mtata to court." Transparency is what kills corruption. So corruption naturally never likes transparency. What Mongoma is saying is 100% correct. We need a monthly update. Ili boda Ruto anafungua ati wa Somali wakuja wampigie kura. Tutaona huko Mogadishu mulikuwa na sijui how many voters, 20,000. Sasa mumekuwa 1.2 million and 20,000. How? Question mark. Tunaanza uchunguzi pale, tunaregulate paka inarudi vile inafaa kuwa sawasawa, ndo tunaenda kura. But anywho guys, that's just my take. Let's head over to X to see what Kenyans on X have to say about this, and I quote. James Doe said, "What happened to procedures? By you coming 4 hours after things were not working is a sign of you guys cooking things over there. We need a detailed report of what's going on. Don't take us for fools." Mkulima Mdogo said, "You had the whole day to respond. Instead, you people were swinging and farting on your chairs until night came. Then you saw the uproar, and it's now that you are responding. People are trying so much to gain trust in you, but instead you rubbish them. Wajinga nyinyi." Dennis Jimwai said, "Who else has noticed this system update and upgrade? Always happens when there is a by-election. What will happen come 2027? That's a good question right there. But what say you guys? Do drop me your comments in the comment section below, and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Interior design is one of those things you can't afford to get wrong. So if you're looking for experts to do your gypsum, wainscoting, paintwork, tiles, washrooms, and kitchen, reach out to Dhaka Living on 0706 026 218. That's 0706 026 218. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.